Welcome to the May 16th meeting of the Mifflin County Board of Commissioners. We'll begin this morning with an invocation followed by our Pledge of Allegiance. Lord, we thank you for this day and thank you for our beautiful county. Please guide our hearts and minds as we make our decisions today. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask this in the name of the Lord. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, since Commissioner Dunkel is absent today, I will be stepping from the chair to second all motions for the meeting. First item of business, the approval of minutes from our May 2nd, 2019 meeting.
So moved.
Thank you. Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Approval of the bills, Commissioner Postle.
All right, let's start with accounts payable. Accounts payable total $493,411.93. Payroll account is $354,104.34. 911 account is $8,048.06. There are two checks from the LEPC account for $199.77. The CDBG account has two checks totaling $5,803.52. CDBG home account has two checks totaling $11,440.50. And finally, there are two checks from the Act 137 account totaling $4,935.18. I will make a motion to pay these bills.
All right, thank you. I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those are approved. Treasurer's report. Treasurer Stebbins.
Our beginning balance was $458,378.40. We had deposits of $1,800,275.24. We had transfer from LAPC $364.12. We agree with the reading of bills by Commissioner Postle, leaving us an ending balance of $1,409,644.49. In liquid fuels, we have $296,353. In Act 89, we have $265,359.78. In 911, we have $2,203,777.60. In LAPC, we have $34,740.22. In liquid fuels account, we have $193,645.75. In capital reserve, we have $8,052,733.07. And our certificate of deposit has $3,054,389.22, and it's all subject to audit.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Ned? Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Treasurer's report's approved. Meetings and events, Commissioner Postle.
Attended the Cedar Cog Natural Gas Cooperative Executive Committee and Board meeting. We had an Operation Fairness meeting in the courthouse. The commissioners attended a meeting in Harrisburg with Senator Corman and Governor Wolf's staff on projects in Mifflin County. We met to discuss the Success Together agenda. We had a department head meeting. I had a Youth Park Association meeting, Mifflin County, Mifflin Juniata United Way meeting. We met as the retirement board yesterday, and I had a DLI executive committee meeting.
All right, thank you. I had retirement board. Rob and I spoke to the Democracy in Action classes at Mifflin County High School, at Operation Fairness, meetings at Senator Corman and Governor Wolf's offices, department head meeting, Success Together planning session, Regional Services Corporation Personnel Committee, AAA Board, and Act 13 project meeting. I'd like to welcome Jimmy Fisher, a newcomer to our MCTV crew, and we brought back a veteran, Max Ober, who thought he was finished a few weeks ago, but he was here today, so we thank Max for coming back with us today. Is there any public comment this morning? All right, seeing none, we'll move to new business. Item A, new Mifflin County logo contest winner. I'll call on Mr. Brett Hartman, teacher at Mifflin County High School, to come up and tell us about this project.
We started this project basically back in September. Took till January till everybody got more involved in it. We started with over 60 students. We narrowed it to 11 students, narrowed it down again to 2. The commissioner decided the more of the colors and things that were involved, and we finished the contest off, and we have our winner here. Teddy, want to come up and show them the new logo for Mifflin County? There it is.
A little background for you. Mifflin County, our official seal is, I'll call it very muddy, very complicated. And that will still remain our seal. But what we wanted, we were looking for something that, for business cards, website, different things, stationery that we could use, a more simple graphic that's attractive, and we wanted a fresh look. We thought, let's take it to our students at the high school, and as he said, Teddy emerged from the competition. I think very nice finished product here. We want to thank Mr. Hardman and all the students. Teddy, would you like to say a couple words about the project?
It took a long time to complete, and I'm just very thankful for the opportunity and very grateful that you guys have chosen my logo here.
All right, he'll be receiving a small cash award also for winning the competition. I believe that your class also did before for the Compass Center, the
Yeah,
similar
we
type
did one
project.
last year for the Compass Center.
All right, thank you, and if you'll stay around for a couple minutes after our proclamations, we'll be getting photos out in the hall then. All right, item B, proclamation, May 19th, 25th, 2019 is Emergency Medical Services Week. Commissioner Postal.
Okay, this is EMS Week proclamation. This is to designate the week of May 19th to the 25th, 2019 as Emergency Medical Services Week. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the members of emergency medical services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas emergency medical services has grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas the emergency medical services system consists of emergency medical responders, emergency medical technicians, advanced emergency medical technicians, paramedics, pre-hospital registered nurses, pre-hospital physician extenders, pre-hospital EMS physicians, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, emergency department personnel, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of emergency medical services teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week. Now therefore, we, the Mifflin County Commissioners, in recognition of this event, do hereby proclaim the week of May 19th to the 25th, 2019 as Emergency Medical Services Week, with the theme EMS Beyond the Call, and encourage the citizens of Mifflin County to join us in observing this week and recognizing our local EMS agencies and providers. Proclaim the 16th day of May 2019, Mifflin County Commissioners Kevin Kodish, Stephen Dunkel, and Robert Postal.
All right, motion to approve the proclamation.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion approved. We have a spokesperson for EMS, so we'll be here today.
just want to thank the County Board of Commissioners. My name is Mark Wolfgang with Seven Mountains EMS Council, who oversees the EMS operations on a 9-county region on behalf of Pennsylvania Department of Health Bureau of EMS. Thank you for taking the time today to sign the proclamation. Thank you to the public. The big thing here is we need to thank these folks and continue to thank them, and not just 4 weeks throughout the year. EMS, just like every other emergency services, not just in the Commonwealth but nationwide, is in a state of decline. We're losing people faster than we can get them to come on board, and this is a service that is provided 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days. In Mifflin County, you have 4 licensed transport agencies and 2 additional quick response services. These folks handled over 6,000 emergency calls in 2018 with a staff of right around 180. This does not account for, and I know you have service representation here from all 4 of your transport agencies, this doesn't account for the over 10,000 non-emergency and or public service calls. So you're talking almost 20,000 calls handled by these folks that are both combination paid and volunteer. So our hats off to them. We thank them for everything they do every day. We thank you for what you've done here today. And as the public, as it starts on Sunday, please pass a thank you to your local EMS agencies. And know that this starts downstairs as well. I know that we have at least 2 telecommunicators with us, and then also EMS. EMS starts downstairs in your 911 center with that call. They make their determination based upon the emergency medical dispatch procedures and then decide how we're going to handle the call out in the field. So thank you to all of you. I appreciate it.
Yes, the EMS folks here, thank you for being there for everyone, and thank you for saving lives. After the next proclamation, I'm going to be recessing the meeting for us to get photos in the hallway for everyone who got a proclamation, as well as Teddy. Next item is National Prevention Week proclamation. Whereas half of all lifetime cases of mental and substance abuse use disorders begin by age 14, and 3/4 by age 24, and daily 4,617 youths under the age of 18 use an illicit drug for the first time. And 2,000 teens a day use a prescription drug for the first time that was not prescribed for them. Whereas it is recognized that it takes the actions of parents and caring adults in Mifflin County to prevent the risk factors for youth substance abuse, violence, delinquency, dropping out of school, teen pregnancy, depression, and other mental health issues. Whereas prevention activities can range from offering research-based programs to groups of children and parents, to volunteering to be a youth mentor, to noticing and speaking up to recognize a child who does the right thing. Everyone can play a role in prevention, and small actions can make a big difference. Whereas the vision statement for Mifflin County Communities That Care is through, quote, community-wide collaboration, Mifflin County will have safe, caring, and drug-free neighborhoods for all children, unquote. Therefore, CTC supports the prevention programs and activities in Mifflin County that help youth become healthy adults. Whereas we applaud the efforts of parents, youth-serving organizations, schools, law enforcement, churches, civic groups, local government, healthcare and substance abuse professionals, businesses, and the media in Mifflin County who support prevention programs. Whereas during National Prevention Week, every citizen of Mifflin County is asked to reflect on what they can do to prevent substance abuse and promote mental, emotional, and behavioral well-being. Now therefore, we the Commissioners of Mifflin County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, do hereby proclaim the week of May 12th to May 18th, 2019, the National Prevention Week, Inspiring Action, Changing Lives. Proclaim the 16th day of May, 2019. Commissioners Kevin Kodesh, Stephen Dunkel, Robert Postal. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, we have some folks from CTC here today.
Thank you. We appreciate the proclamation and the acknowledgement for the work that folks in the community are doing towards prevention. Mifflin County Communities That Care is an evidence-based process that targets prevention for our youth by utilizing local data. So they do the Pennsylvania Youth Survey every 2 years for 6th, 8th, 10th, and 12th grade students. And then we can look at that data and really try to figure out what are the areas of concern in Mifflin County. And we can also compare that to our state data. What we're currently targeting through Communities That Care because of our local data from 2017 is to decrease parental attitudes that are favorable towards alcohol and drug use. So we're currently kicking off a Parents Who Host Lose the Most campaign, trying to just educate parents, like it's not okay to provide the alcohol to your kids. Our data is showing that's where the kids are getting it. Our establishments throughout the county have less than 0.5% of kids getting it by purchasing it themselves. We're partnering with several folks throughout the county. You'll be seeing lots of signs. You'll be seeing stickers on the to-go cases. The Wilderness Lodge is going to do an event Friday the 24th. So that'll be next Friday. All their staff will be wearing t-shirts. They're going to be promoting the Parents Who Host. So if you have the opportunity and want a meal, maybe go there and thank them for their support. The other area is to reduce tobacco use, and we're kind of capturing all of that as far as tobacco, the e-cigarettes, the vaping, the juuling. We have increased our youth involvement with CTC, and the kids are very much saying, like, this is everywhere, it's what the people are doing, and without a whole lot of knowledge, because it is so new. So we're going to work on getting some information out in regards to that. And the third area is reducing the stigma around mental health. And again, the kids are saying just, we want people to be kind and to be nice. And there's a lot of stress and anxiety for kids nowadays. And they just want it to be okay, you know, to be able to acknowledge, like, yep, this is a tough day, and just be nice. And so we had a group of students that did a t-shirt campaign, I guess, for lack of a better word. The idea was, can we just bring kids together and tie-dye a t-shirt? We found a saying that was replace negative thoughts with beautiful colors and positive energy. And so we as CTC and some partners, Center for Community Action and the local suicide task force funds and whatnot, ordered 300 white shirts with this saying on the back. We did it on May 1st, and with less than an hour into the event, we were out of 300 shirts. We ran to Walmart and bought 100 more. We were out of those. We ran to the Dollar General and bought like 13 packs of t-shirts, and then we proceeded to take orders. It was a huge hit. Kids wore them on last Friday, May 10th, in honor of Children's Mental Health Awareness. And I have to say, it was very neat to see when you walked into the schools, all the kids. And because we did run out of shirts, we said, even if you just have a t-shirt that's tie-dyed or bright colors, and it really was in all the schools. The teachers, the staff, the students. So we will continue with that work group. I'm not sure what's next on our agenda, but the other thing we did with the students is a positive message campaign, and these were what was chosen from last year's. The students just submitted to me actually yesterday, so we'll be looking at some different things about messages that can get out to the kids, and what we do then is provide resources on the back, local resources here. We give data from the page. And so what we really want the kids to know is, you know, the statistics for us, for our local youth, so that they know that it's okay to make really good choices, that the majority of your peers are making good choices. I think it's important for the adults to know You know, 96% of our youth are not using prescription or over-the-counter drugs. 90% of our youth are not using marijuana. You know, that's important because I think we hear all the negative comments sometimes, and you really need to know we've got great kids in the county that are really doing some neat things. So we, as well, are going to be showcased at the Commonwealth Prevention Alliance conference in June over at the Penn Stater, and that's like a huge kudos to the kids that got involved with CTC this year. We made a big push in December to get them active. They're great. They're creative, they're energetic, they're helpful, honest, and they will be highlighted at the state conference. So that's exciting news for us. Do you have anything?
We're doing a campaign also on Facebook, so we're highlighting the various ideas. So, for instance, like on Monday, we did opioid drug misuse. We talked about that. On Tuesday, we talked about alcohol, underage drinking, and on Wednesday, we talked about youth marijuana use. Today, we'll be talking about tobacco use in our youth, and then on Friday, we're going to talk about mental health and suicide awareness. And we're going to bring this all together by posting an album of all the kiddos wearing the shirts.
All right. And the sheer volume of projects that CTC tackles each year is very impressive. A lot of us see the advertisements for events and see kids walking around with things, and a lot of people don't realize all the work that CTC does in the background. You guys are in the background creating these ideas, executing them, and doing a wonderful job for our community, we think.
Thank you.
All right, at this point, we'll recess the meeting for a few photographs. All right, we'll resume the meeting now at this time with item D, request for exoneration of 2019 county real estate tax bill, relieve the tax collector from collecting this bill. We have a parcel in Wayne Township. A mobile home is being torn down and has no value. Motion to approve exoneration.
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item E, request for exoneration of 2019 county portion per capita taxes. Armagh Township tax collector Linda Marks has 39. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item Item F, request for exoneration of all delinquent county real estate taxes and relieve the Mifflin County Tax Bureau from collecting these taxes. The taxes were incorrect for a mobile home on a parcel. The amount is $4,378.97. Motion to approve.
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item G, we have a purchase of service agreement for use if needed by children and youth. Professional Care Services Incorporated of Johnstown, Children's Choice of Chester, PA, and Southwestern Human Services of Pittsburgh. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Now second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item H, Medical Assistance Transportation Program, or MATP grant agreement. Mrs. Fisher, good morning.
Good morning. This is our yearly agreement with the state to provide the MATP program. We will do a separate contract once the actual allocation amount comes out with CARS, who is our local provider, but this is the first step in that process we have to sign with the state.
And this goes from July to June 2020.
Correct. And I will note that, we are expecting some changes with the MATP program, but that's not reflected yet. We, have some legislation that's been proposed,
Yeah,
some of our
it's all being
local
worked out.
representatives, right. So right now, it is what it is.
All right, thank you, Allison.
Yep.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item I, award bid for the CDBG Viaduct Way, Hudson and Wagner Avenue project. Mr. Marks.
Thank you, Mr. Chase, Board of Commissioners. On May 1st, our office received three bids for the project of Viaduct Way, Hudson Avenue, and Wagner Avenue, and that was for street reconstruction in the borough of Juniata Terrace. This project was properly advertised in the Lewistown Sentinel, and also we had sent out letters of letters of advertisement for bids to many local contractors and our MBUWB contractors that were required to. I spoke with Mr. Snook this morning, and he approved everything for the bidding, and so it is my intention to award the project to the low bidder, which was J. Fulford and Sons, in the amount of $63,814.41. This is a project that was bid on a lump sum basis. However, it is a quantity-based bid based on tonnages and feet of milling and that type of thing. So at the end of the project, based on the amount used, the quantities and totals would be adjusted based on that then. So, but like I said, we will award the contract based on the total of the tonnages provided and the amount of cost per ton.
Okay, for the folks that live in that area, what's the tentative timetable for that work, do you know?
We are looking at contracting probably over the next, of course, we have to go through the bonding process and everything. So contracting and bonding and everything probably will take 3 weeks to a month. Construction based on the contractor's scheduling will be probably June, July, sometime, possibly August at the latest, but I think we're looking sometime in the summertime.
And the length of time that the road will be?
They're probably looking at 1 to 2 days for the entire project, so of all 3 streets. They're not large areas, and the streets can be closed as needed, and basically 1 or 2 passes. And so the project will actually move pretty quickly.
Motion to approve the J. Fulford and Sons bid.
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Item J, memorandum of understanding between Brown Township and Mifflin County to ensure Brown Township will take care of the sidewalks after completion of the streetscape project. Mr. Goff.
Okay. About 2 or 3 months ago, PennDOT notified us that there was concern about making sure who was going to take care of the sidewalk projects once they're completed in the Reidsville area. Once the streetscape project is completed, normally it goes to the assigned person, organization that gets the money. In this case, the award was given to Mifflin County instead of to Brown Township. So in order to eliminate any confusion, they asked for a memorandum of understanding, which clearly states that Brown Township is responsible for making sure the sidewalks are maintained once they're done. The township has already signed this agreement, which is before you now. I'm not sure if there's any question about an amendment at some point in time, but that's where we're at right now.
All right, this has been approved by Brown Township already?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We had a meeting with Brown Township yesterday. How did that go, Bill?
I shared with them, at least 2 of them were there, over that one line that Mr. Snook, and they were okay with that. And they said they'd either do it in a letter or an amendment to the proposal. But we just need to get it done. Now, they're going to meet on Monday, so I'd just like to get, if you don't want to sign it today, at least get it conditionally approved so that Kevin can sign it after their meeting on Monday, so whichever way you want to do this. But the language which is, that Mr. Snook had, which is very simple, they're fine with that.
That's why I suggest that you conditionally approve it based on hammering out this language to make it very clear.
But I just don't want to make this too complicated, because really there's nothing to this.
Shouldn't be too complicated.
No, I don't think it's complicated. So I'll make a motion to conditionally approve the agreement and allow the chairman to sign when the amendment is signed by Brown Township.
All right, I'll second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Bill. Well, I guess you're staying up for the next one, too. Item K, Parks and Recreation Council recommendations for the Act 13 projects.
Okay. As you are aware, there were 6 applications we have, and I've given this to Joe, so he has a copy of this too. We had a playground program request from Bratton Township, one from Armour Township, a basketball and tennis court improvement project from Brown Township, a trash receptacle request from Lewistown Borough, a request from the Wayne Newton Historical Society for to acquire and do some minor renovation for Miss Colden the canal walk-keeper's house that's just outside of New Hamilton. And then there's a Veterans Memorial Rehab Project in McVeigh-town. The total request came in at $66,309. The way this program works, which is usually annually, we set out a budget of about $40,000 based on our allocations we get yearly. So that's higher than we had. The Parks and Recreation Council met a couple of weeks ago, and they recommended the top 3 projects as the Bratton Township project, the Armour Township project, and the Brown Township project, totaling $37,507. They're almost, but that's where we're at right now. The others we can follow up later with.
Okay, so we should point out that the 3 playground projects are being approved by the commissioners. The 2 that are not recommended doesn't mean that they can't come back. As a matter of fact, we think they have merit, and the county will be working with those applicants to perhaps resubmit if they so desire in the future.
Yeah, I think it's worth noting that all municipalities have the opportunity to submit projects each year. The Park and Rec Council have a scoring system that they go through and award scores. The top 3 scores are what are presented to us for approval. I think over the years, there's been pretty good distribution around the county, different municipalities.
Right, this time, we have actually 2 places that we've never been to before, which are in Bratton and Armour Townships.
Okay, that's very good. All right, motion to approve these projects.
So moved.
Second, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Bill. Finally, item L, personnel. We have the promotion of Joseph Ciccolini from Corrections Officer to Sergeant effective May 12, 2019. Resignation of Stacy Herman from CDBG Fiscal Manager in the Planning Office effective May 17, 2019. Hiring of Kelsey Hauser for Children and Youth Caseworker effective May 20, 2019. Hiring of Micaiah Wolfley for Corrections Officer effective May 20, 2019. Hiring of Barbara Race for Children and Youth Caseworker effective May 28, 2019. And the retirement of Pamela Sweeney from Corrections Officer effective July 13, 2019. Motion to approve these personnel items.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. That concludes our business agenda for today. We stand adjourned.